This is Robert Garvin, the drummer of Cirith Ungol, to the listeners of Hurlant, Militia.
The curtain rises on the stage of Hurlant Militia, a program devoted to followers of hard and heavy faith and other sonic contaminations. Today's music programming is based Sun report concerning a band from the Los Angeles area. They are Cirith Ungol. Cirith Ungol is an American heavy metal band formed in late 1971 in Ventura, California. This early doom and power metal group is known for lyrics based on fantasy, particularly sword and sorcery. The band took their name from the mountain pass Cirith Ungol in J.R.R. Tolkien's epic fantasy novel, The Lord of the Rings. Throughout the 1970s, the band generally played a style of heavy metal heavily rooted in hard and psychedelic rock. Greg Lindstrom, Robert Garvin, Jerry Fogel and Pat Galligan, later a guitarist in Angry Samoans, played in Titanic. One of Cirith Ungol's earliest demo tapes dates back to 1978, an 11TKX, where there is a version of Atom Smasher, a song that we will find on the album King of the Dead, released in 1984 by Metal Blade Records. After a few lineup changes, we come to the second tape of 1979, where we find another Cirith Ungol sonic manifesto, which will be included in the debut album in January 1981, and, to this end, Cirith Ungol decided to set up, at their own expense, a record company, called Liquid Flame to release the debut album entitled Frost and Fire. The work was recorded at Goldmine Studios, Ventura, CA. The front cover work is by Michael Whelan, winner of no few earthen 15 Hugo Awards, an annual award given to the best science fiction and fantasy. Michael Whelan is an American artist of imaginative realism. For more than 30 years, he worked as an illustrator, specializing in science fiction and fantasy cover art. Returning to Cirith Ungol, we recall the lineup of the historic first album: Tim Baker, vocals Jerry Fogel, guitar Greg Lindstrom, guitar, synth, Michael Flint Vouillet, bass guitar Robert Garvin, drums, vocals. The track in question is Frost and Fire, extrapolated from the second demo tape. There are places that emanate sinister omens whose attitudes flow into the delta of darkness: alienation, isolation, tragedy, superstition, and death. Wretched lands that have fallen into oblivion and whose coordinates turn out to be shrouded in a thick aura of mystery, more darkness than glow. In these ravaged places of time finds location the literary work of the English writer John Ronald Reuel Tolkien that in the trilogy, The Lord of the Rings, find locations strange semblances of living beings, fantastic places such as the one located in Middle-earth characterized by fortifications used to contain the assaults of the same. The literary aspects of Tolkienian society take on different geographical coordinates affecting both cinematic and purely musical aspects, where the pertinences of J.R.R. Tolkien's work are reflected in the new scenarios by taking on parts or whole acronyms. Numerous turn out to be the names of Tolkienian militias treading the fiery lands of hard and heavy territories, and avoiding drawing up the housewife's list. We mention some of the characters, places, strange creatures, and military architectures that also materialize in the oral sphere in Ks. The pertinacies of such toponymy and onomastics take the form of Flotsam and Jetsam, Isengard, Burzum, Gorgoroth, Morgoth, Minas Morgul, not to mention the one-man band project of Varg Vikernes, aka Count Grishnek, the leader of the Orcs, known in the Norwegian black metal registry as Burzum and, in no particular order of importance, Cirith Ungol.
For making us feel welcome tonight, I'd like to thank Enigma for putting this on. Maybe they'll put on some more that we can play at. I want to remind everybody to get our album. We got all kinds of paraphernalia back in the back. Pick some of that up too. This one's called Cirith Ungol! Scream burns you inside. you tonight.
John Ronald Reuel Tolkien was a leading scholar of the Old English language. He is best known as the author of The Lord of the Rings, which was published between 1954 and 1955. The plot of the 3 volumes centers on the mission of the Fellowship of the Ring, an assembly of 9 companions set out to destroy the Rings of Power and avert the danger of Sauron, emissary of evil, taking possession of them and ruling Middle-earth with them. In Tolkien's threefold literary work, Cirith Ungol was a pass through the Eiffel Duath that led to Mordor. The pass was located in a cleft in the mountainside on the left side of the Morgul Valley, above the Ungol Pass. It could be reached by ascending the stairs of Cirith Ungol at the beginning of the Vale of Morgul, passing through a tunnel and walking down a long flight of wide, shallow steps to the cleft with the crown of the pass, after which the road turned left and plunged steeply toward the tower of Cirith Ungol. Cirith Ungol, one of the most sinister and terrifying places in Middle-earth, mainly because it is the headquarter of Shelob, a huge arachnid that lives in a labyrinthine architectural structure characterized by winding underground passages leading to the altar of 1 Foot in Hell, where it is imprinted on the front cover of the vinyl, dated 1986 AD, representing one of the 4 releases of the Los Angeles Combo before its disbandment that occurred some time after the release of Paradise Lost. Absence of light, anguish over the death of Jerry Fogel, CU's historical acts, on August 20, 1998 from liver failure, the constant rumors of the reunion of Cirith Ungol, who made anti-conformism their banner with which they distinguished themselves in the various battle changes of the epic sound, who after a 27-year silence tear the veil of oblivion with several live appearances in both the US and Europe, and the release, Witch's Game, released on their own label, Liquid Flame, which they founded in 1981. Such a sermon, well celebrated by the Ventura Coven, northwest side of the greater Los Angeles area, brings to mind the homilies that have characterized and that characterize the word of Cirith Ungol. Somewhat varied and beautifully articulated sound architecture, timeless atmospheres, a determined 4-string, sonic ensemble with apathetic and decidedly slowed down tones, and then continuing in a continuous crescendo of riffs and vocal aspects. The literary themes of the liturgy in question are quite epic, as witnessed in the introductory part of the rite officiated by Tim Baker and company. Deep within the sacred mountain, past the death and ancient stones. Sit before the evil Adis, as she begins to roll the bones. A leaden path, that of Cirith Ungol, flowing down Route 66 along the highway of epic metal, whose first milestone is set at the chronological mile 1979 with 2 demo tapes, the Orange Album, and the eponymous Cirith Ungol, moving on to the following year with their vinyl debut with Frost and Fire.
Didn't know why. My eyes were blinded with lights. I started to run, started to fight. Then came the beast of the night. I turned around to see, it beckoned to me. Felt my blood turn to ice, to ice. As I came home, all I could see was eyes filled with fire. I felt his caress, the heat of its kiss. My knowing turned to desire. I messed with the touch, and into its touch. My heart beat faster and faster. I knew it was meant to change my fate. I was letting its master. In the capital's road, and so, the beast was waiting. Alone. I'm in 666. No, my beast is waiting. I'm in 666. don't believe what happened to me. Don't you call me a liar. Just look in my eyes, don't look so surprised. I said that the villain was a fire. Cause now it's your turn, and now you can learn what it means to be picked. So goodbye, my friend. I'll meet you in the air. I'll meet you on 666.
My knowledge about Cirith Ungol dates back to a gloomy and rainy March of 1992, when I saw inside a newsstand, a monthly Italian music magazine, such ROCKERILLA, inside of which was a report titled, Gothic Death Rock. Dedicated to American hymn fans who haven't ever lost faith, signed by well-known journalist Beppe Riva. The contents of that reportage hold considerable expressive emphasis, and we recall a few passages from that journalistic sermon. We finally land on the third island of the heavy metal archipelago near the Pacific coast, and instantly realize that we have gone into quite other spheres, into a gloomy setting evoking passé European scenery. Against the backdrop of a leaden cloud cape, harbinger of tormenting climates, Gothic ruins and horribly mutilated rock carvings stand out. Hoisted up on them, a marble demigod issues his own challenge to the unknown. The Italian journalist continues, Cirith Ungol, whose logo shows two genuflected skeletons in prayer, are not, however, elementary remakers of the English dark sound, and their so-called Gothic death rock is studded with atypical moments, which safeguard the originality of their imprint. Condemning them because they feel the seduction of mythical cycles not belonging to their land does not seem to me a legitimate operation.
the truth and learn more than I can take. I walk the roads of mystery. It's aged me much too soon. I paid the piper, paid him well, but he still calls the tune. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. When I remember the shadows of the past, the lonely ways, the lonely days when every breath might be my last. I lost my heart, I lost my soul, by every hand betrayed. I still got strength, still got life, and that will never change. 'Cause I'm alive. 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 I'm alive.
Regarding the debut of Frost and Fire, let us go back to that journalistic report, edited by Bep Riva, published in the Mag ROCKERILLA, issue 22, dated March 1982, where that review was peppered with a multitude of references, with emblematic headlines: Gothic Death Rock, dedicated to fans of the American hymn who have never lost faith, and which dutifully is implanted in the structure in question. Cirith Ungol, whose logo shows two skeletons genuflected in prayer, are not, however, elementary remakers of the English dark sound, and their so-called Gothic death rock is studded with atypical moments, which safeguard the originality of their imprint. Condemning them because they feel the seduction of mythical cycles not belonging to their land does not seem to me a legitimate operation. Let us approach, for example, the charismatic title track, Frost and Fire. The approach does not conceal similarities with the sound of Iron Maiden, but the punctuation warped by Michael Flint's Rickenbacker bass deviates far from Steve Harris' style. Robert Garvin's shrieking, high-pitched vocals flaunt their own, confident identity, and even the guitar duels between leader Greg Lindstrom, responsible for the entire production of Cirith Ungol so far, and Jerry Fogel take their distances from the classic harmonic turns of the Iron Virgin. Other episodes are distinctly unconventional, such as the unreal "What Does It Take?" traversed by Greg's chilling synth hiss, which suggested to me the juxtaposition with the strange conception of mutant metal, of punishment of luxuries, Laughing Academy, or maybe that's why, a funereal, all-instrumental, mournful and stagnant electric dirge, where I believe Cirith Ungol reached their highest degree of Gothic evocation. The rest of Frost and Fire, LP on private label Liquid Flames, 2, is about fine hard rock. In the compositional dimension of the second release, King of the Dead, Enigma Records, 1984 prevails purely tenebrous themes both sonically, literarily and visually, such as the artwork by Michael Whalen present in all chapters of the Los Angeles-based band. Jerry Fogel's mystical axe, Tim Baker's chords ripping through the darkness of the night and the artistry of the rest of the Ungolian troupe give the auditory and musical systems a set of sensations that lend pathos to listening to the 8 tracks. They represent true anthems with highly epic tones, albeit in a dark key, among which we like to mention the Fortress Quadrilateral, whose bastions are characterized by Black Machine, King of the Dead, Death of the Sun, Finger of Scorn. It goes without saying that nothing detracting from the other performances of this work, it remains a superb album, albeit in its sinister forebodings of a clear epic doom style. Climb aboard the Black Machine, fills your head with evil dreams, fills your head with thoughts of fire, a quick escape, your one desire.
Let's go, the Black Machine!
The Sabbathian lava wave returns in devastating fashion in this new release, 1 Foot in Hell, Metal Blade Records, 1986, composed of 8 TKX, from whose fluctuations majestically emerge the sonic explosions of Chaos Descends, from the tetragonous sound, the maniacal execution of Natsakor, one of the sonic manifestos not only of Cirith Ungolian production but of the epic metal universe. The epic rides of Blood and Iron and The Fire, with their war scenarios, delineate the sonic geographies of this product, which counts within it other strong points that are represented by War Eternal, Doomed Planet, and the title TK, 1 Foot in Hell, the execution of which closes the curtain on this soundstage. The last studio work, Paradise Lost, Restless Records, 1991, before the coveted reunion is marked by some pertinences that delineate Cirith Ungol's new somatic traits, specifically the lineup change, the varied sound that weaves between epic, doom hard and heavy. The renewal of the lineup with the outgoing of historians Jerry Fogel, guitar, and Michael Flint, Vujahia, bass, giving way to newcomers Jim Barraza, guitar, and Vernon Green, bass. A kind of mini-concept featuring the literary themes of John Milton are contained in the narrative epicness of the triad, Chaos Rising, Fallen Idols, Paradise Lost, with high epic tones. Sonically, one is reminded of the epic opening TK, Join the Legion, a battle hymn that results in the literary lyric, Our comrades in arms lying dead in the streets. From choking on metal that's spineless and weak, the jackals are gloating, with victory in hand, but the last true believers rise up from the land. Another novelty is reprinted by the epic ride of Heaven Help Us, where singer Tim Baker's new vocal approach is noticeable. After this journey, a kind of epic ride on the battlefields of sound, of anthems in the subject, a few more brief hints about the legendary Cirith Ungol formed in 1971 by drummer Robert Garvin and guitarist Greg Lindstrom under the acronym Titanic and later under the present name, whose banner flies under the insignia of Witch's Game, representing the sonic summation of the binomial, King of the Dead, One Foot in Hell. With this return, the armies of epic metal continue to march ahead to a new Battle of Dagorlad before the Black Gate of Mordor for a new victory and new glory for their militias and followers in their wake. Deep within the sacred mountain, past the death and ancient stones, sit before the evil Adis, as she begins to roll the bones. Witch's Game, Liquid Flame, 2018. Forever Black is the fifth studio album by the American heavy metal band Cirith Ungol. It was released on April 24, 2020, and is the band's first studio album since its reunion in 2016, and its first studio album since Paradise Lost in 1991. Metal Hammer named it the 42nd best metal album of 2020. It took more than 20 years for our band to return to the scene, this thanks to Jarvis Leatherby, bassist and leader of Night Demon, who managed to convince the historic members of the band to come together to perform at Frost and Firefest and subsequently record Forever Black. It took more than 20 years for our band to return to the scene, this thanks to Jarvis Leatherby, bassist and leader of Night Demon, who managed to convince the historic members of the band to come together to perform at Frost and Firefest and subsequently record Forever Black. Almost 30 years of waiting, but nevertheless, Forever Black is a record that manages to bridge that long span of time. Almost 30 years of waiting, but nevertheless, Forever Black is a record that manages to bridge that long span of time. On May 28, 2021, a new EP, titled Half Past Human, is released on Metal Blade Records. The work contains pieces from the demo tapes period, including Route 666 inches included on 1978's The Orange Album, recently reissued on Digipack CD by Iron Grip Records and quickly sold out. 4 tracks date from Cirith Ungol's first historical phase, while Half Past Human is dated 1976. Although they emerge so long apart, they retain the same emotional charge, energy that characterizes Cirith Ungol's sonic verbiage. Shelob's Lair features the duel of the two axes Greg Lindstrom and Jim Barraza, superlative drumming by Robert Garvin, and the sonic rhythmia of the 4-string Jarvis Leatherby. Literary narration falls to the uvula of Tim Baker. The sonic execution of Brutish Manchild is excellent. Loaded with emphasis turns out the title track, Half Past Human. Friday, October 20th, 2023 is a new date for Cirith Ungol, the release of the new album, Dark Parade, on Metal Blade Records. It is a 9-track affair where the literary pertinences of H.P. Lovecraft lurk, muddling the atmosphere of this 8-track album. Dark Parade is rooted in the patterns of classic doom metal and NWO/BHM, but with a contemporary production and perspective. Cirith Ungol's new album offers a metallic soundtrack to societal decay and environmental collapse that foreshadows sinister omens. With Dark Parade, Cirith Ungol have created an unrelenting triumph of pessimism and pain. Few bands in the history of underground heavy metal have a history as remarkable, improbable or uplifting as that of Cirith Ungol. The band started writing songs for the new album, Dark Parade, as soon as Forever Black was released. The end result is an unrelenting triumph of pessimism and pain, a charred landscape rooted in the crunch and crash patterns of classic epic doom metal and NWO/BHM, but with a contemporary production and perspective. The album is propulsive and insistent, reflecting the band's love of metal, instinct for destruction, and disgust for humankind. In keeping with tradition, the album is complemented by a stunning cover art by acclaimed fantasy artist Michael Whalen, from his original series of Elric of Melnibone. Ventura, formerly San Buenaventura, city, seat, 1873, of Ventura County, Southern California, U.S. It lies on the Pacific coast overlooking the Santa Barbara Channel. It is the site of the San Buenaventura Mission, the ninth and last mission founded, 1782, by Junipero Serra, which was restored as a historic site and remains an active parish. Located near the San Buenaventura Mission is the Albinger Archaeological Museum, which displays American Indian artifacts that were excavated nearby and date from 1600 BCE. Olivos Adobe Historical Park preserves the Olivos Hacienda. San Buenaventura State Beach lies within the city, and several other state beaches are nearby. But in addition to these characteristics, there are others, both from a literary and musical point of view. Fantasy plots, combined with dark and horrific atmospheres, evil creatures, fearless heroes. These are some of the pertinences that characterize the sound canvas of Cirith Ungol. And it is precisely for these reasons that we feel it is our duty to send a due thank you to all those who made it possible to realize this report today. It was a real pleasure to pay homage on the Hurlant Militia stage to a great band like Cirith Ungol. I hope you enjoyed today's programming. Goodbye and see you next time. Let's join the legions.
Choking on mental spines and weed. The jackers are gloating with big green hand, but the last true believer rise up from the land. Yeah, come on, join the Legion. Yeah, come on, join the Legion. Come on, join the Legion! Come on, join the Legion! Mounting on metal, we light up the world!
Greetings. This is Robert Garvin, the drummer of Cirith Ungol. To the listeners of Hurlant, Militia.